Question right here, yeah. All right, let's get started. We'll get started right there.
What will you do to protect unions, and how will you strengthen the National Labor Relations Board?
There are millions of people, in fact, more and more, who understand the importance of being in a union, who want to join a union, but are finding it very, very hard to do so for a number of reasons. So to answer your question, I strongly believe in a card check-off legislation. And that means that if 50% of the workers in a negotiating unit plus one sign a card, they have a union.
What is your plan so that our schools can prepare students to be the productive citizens that our nation needs, not just amazing standardized test takers?
I happen to be right now on the Health, Education, Labor, and Pension Committee, which deals with No Child Left Behind. And if I have anything to say about it, and I do, we're going to end No Child Left Behind.
I would like to hear your views on immigration reform.
So I think we need a path towards citizenship. I think the recent legislation, bipartisan legislation passed last year in the Senate doesn't have everything that I want in it. It has some things in it that I don't like, to be honest. There is a reason why all of corporate America is supporting immigration reform. And one of those reasons, they want more cheap labor coming into this country, which concerns me. And that's why before they got my vote, we got a major sum of money to go into a jobs program for young people in this country, included in that legislation.
The Israeli-Palestinian conflicts. I want to know how you feel about that.
We have got to try to make sure that we have a two-state solution. Palestinians are entitled to their own economy and their own state, and Israel is entitled to live in peace and security.
Given that there are a lot of annoying people in Congress right now, what specifically will you do using your executive authority to help fight climate change?
We introduced legislation that would allow for 10 million solar rooftops in America, incentivizing people to do that. So I think if we invest in sustainable energy, if we have a tax on carbon, if we move aggressively on energy efficiency, we can lead the world in helping to stop climate change and, in fact, create millions of jobs as we do that.
My question to you is about the culture of Congress.
And the only way I know how you beat that is to create a political revolution which gets rid of those members of Congress, sends people down there who are pledged to stand up for working families. That's the short answer.
What are your plans for those of us who have already graduated, who have a lot of debt?
We're going to allow you to refinance those loans. And we're going to allow you to get the lowest possible interest rates that you can.
How do you plan to pay for the expansion of Social Security benefits?
Right now, there is a cap on taxable income. So she making $1 million a year pays the same amount into the Social Security Trust Fund as he does making $118,000. I know you don't make $1 million or you don't make $118,000, but that is the reality. If you lift that cap and you start at $250,000 and go up from there, you will have enough money to expand Social Security for decades, extend Social Security for decades, and expand benefits.
Can American poker players count on you to fight for sensible poker, online poker legislation?
Ma'am?
What can we do to stop this disastrous trade bill from going through?
Much, ma'am. Question.
What objective will you put forward to continue to aid and apply to African American families?
So I was wondering how you will increase competitive, integrated employment for people with disabilities in America.
That's a good question. Thanks. Thank you so much.